What's going on, guys? It's your girl Easy Breezy, and I'm back with another hair sponsor. Thank you so much, ft.DIVASWIGS. Now, this is another hair company that I worked with plenty times, so honey, they are not new to my channel at all. Now, I don't know if it's lace closure season or what it is, but I've been receiving a lot of lace closure wigs lately, but listen, I'm not mad, okay? So ft.DIVASWIGS, they sent me a 5x5 Swiss lace closure wig, and modeling today we have my girl Chanel in the building. I have been doing this girl's hair for years, guys. Like, when I tell you, she was one of my first consistent clients when I was in my very first salon. So we got history, okay? We go back. Another fun fact is Chanel is one of the first people I've ever done a frontal on. So she was one of those brave souls that actually paid me to practice on her, and it came out really good. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it came out cute.
Man, if you're ready to be a bad bitch, you have to come see Breezy. She's the best in Atlanta, the best, period. Kill yourself if you're not with her.
So yes, guys, that is Chanel in my suite. That was like my second suite in that building. May 2015, all right? That was probably my second frontal install ever. And actually, I wanted to learn how to do frontals and I wanted to be better at them. So I remember I posted something on Instagram and I was like, I want to do frontals. And I was like, if you buy the hair from me, then I'll do your install for free. So I literally did 5 girls and baby, it was history ever since. All right, so let's get into this install. So the cap that I'm using today is the beige cap from GalaxyGirlHair.com. Now, as you guys already know, or if you don't, we have 3 different skin tones. We have the beige, the medium brown, and the dark brown. So basically, baby, whatever you need to fit your complexion under your wig to make your wigs look nice and flawless, then GalaxyGirl.com has it for you. All right, so while we're talking about the shop or whatever, I definitely have 2 funny stories to tell you guys. So I had this, okay. I had an assistant for a long time, which doubled as my friend, which was dangerous because we done got into so much shit together. It's crazy. And you know what I'm saying, we literally broke the rule, don't mix friends and business. But baby, listen, we ended up really loving each other. We became sisters. But at this time, this bitch is crazy. So at my shop, right, I had 2 assistants at the time. I had a girl, I'm just gonna call her S, and I had a guy, I'm gonna call him K, okay? So for some reason, like, S was so, like, bothered because I hired a new assistant, which was K at the time, right? So he was just innocent. He was innocent. He wanted to work. He wanted to make money. He admired me. And S was just tripping, like, over there huffing and puffing, acting like somebody was going to take her money or something. And I'm just like telling K, don't mind her. So like at the shop or when I did classes, it was just like she would always give him a hard time. Like, she would always be over critiquing him and like overstepping him and like making him feel intimidated. And it was just like, girl, like, we are supposed to be a team. Every time I try to get a new assistant, you try to run them out the door. So one day, right, it was all of us in the shop, we was working or whatever, and Kay was just miserable. Like, he was miserable. He kept walking out the room. He didn't want to talk to nobody, and I already knew why. It's because he didn't like S's energy. Like, He didn't like that she was a bully. He didn't like the way she talked to him. And he was so nice and he was so sweet that he didn't really get like crazy at the shop, you know, or defend himself. And I slick felt bad, but I'm just like, I don't know what to do. Like, we're just here to work and make money. And I tried to ignore it, but energy can't be ignored. All right, so we're working and he's not speaking to nobody. I'm working, S is working. And all of a sudden he's like, hey, Breezy. He's like, can I please go pick up my tax return check because I want to pick it up for the office close? And I'm like, you know, okay, you know, the shop really wasn't that busy, so it wasn't a problem for him to leave. You know, I was already anticipating him being gone for at least an hour. So I'm like, okay, you know, that's no problem. Go pick up your check. And he was like, okay. So he left and I continued working like it was a normal day. So hours went by, okay? 2 hours went by, 3 hours went by, 4 hours went by, 5 hours went by. And by the end of the day, y'all, this guy did not come back, okay? So at this point, I'm texting him. I'm like, are you okay? Like, what's going on? Like, are you coming in tomorrow? And it seemed like he blocked me because my messages were not going through, okay? He never called me back. He never texted me back. And y'all, believe it or not, that is the last time I seen him. So long story short, I already know my crazy, obnoxious, bully ass assistant S ran him out the door. Okay. He was so sweet that he didn't want to let me know that he wanted to quit. So he just ran away. Long story short, he just ran away and that's the last time we see him. And that's all she wrote. So another time, okay, so after he left, I'm like, okay, well, I need another assistant because we need more help. So I, you know, was doing interviews that week or whatever, and this new girl, I'm just gonna call her B, okay? So she looked like, you know, she was really excited that she wanted to do hair, that, you know, she wanted to work on my shop for a long time. So I'm like, okay, cool. Like, I like her enthusiasm, I like her energy, so I'm just going to give her like a test run. So basically her first day, right? I always pay people, even if it's like training period, because I just don't like the thought of wasting people's time. So this first day I had her working in the shop and she was doing like assistant work, which was braiding, you know, flat ironing people's hair, doing shampoos and stuff like that. And y'all, this went left really quick. So me, S, and B are working in the shop, and you know, it's always kind of weird when it's a new person at the shop because it's new energy, you know, it's a new dynamic, and it's something that the whole team has to get used to. But me, I'm used to switching people out and people leaving and people coming and stuff like that. So when new people are working at my shop, I'm just like, well, it's just another day. But on the other hand, my assistant S was so jealous and she was so territorial over me, and she used to say like, oh, I don't want people taking my money and stuff like that. But it was just like, girl, like, we have to think about the efficiency of the shop and getting people out on time. Like, me and you, it's not gonna do it. It's not gonna cut it. It never did. You know, people be in the shop for too long. So it's like, you have to actually want the betterment of the shop, not just you in your pockets. Like, I'm losing money too. You know what I'm saying? You're not the only one that's losing money, sis, you know? So it's just that she wasn't a team player. But anyways, back to the story. So I got B to flat iron somebody's hair, you know, simple. Listen, if you mess up a flat iron, then you don't even need to be doing hair, period. So she's doing it, right? And all of a sudden, we hear, it was like a short, loud, screechy scream. And we're all shocked, like, what the hell just happened? And the girl ran out the chair, okay? I guess to like fan her ear. She was holding the side of her face. And y'all, B done burnt this girl ear with the flat iron. And I'm not talking about a little peck, you know, like even if somebody taps your ear with a flat iron, you still gonna scream. But this girl's ear was bleeding. Like, she must have clamped her ear with the flat iron. And I'm over here in my head like, girl, this your first day. Girl. So I run over to the girl and I'm like, oh my God, like, what do you need? Like, you know what I'm saying? Do you need some water? Do you need some napkins? Like, what do you need? You need me to finish? You know what I'm saying? Because this is this girl's first time in my shop. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is the worst first impression ever. So we get the girl together, right? We give her a water bottle to like put on her ear or whatever. And it looked bad. It looked like it was about to start pussing. And I'm just like, ooh, child. Ooh. Okay, so the day moved on, okay? The day continued and we got back to work. But everyone was still a little bit shocked because it was just like, damn, like you really did like mess up this girl's ear, like for real. And, you know, at the same time, I slick felt like embarrassed for the girl because she's trying to probably impress me most likely. Like she's trying to do her best. This is her first day, you know? So I don't say nothing about it for the rest of the day, you know, just so I can, you know, help the situation simmer down and dissipate, you know? But here go S, okay? Snickering about it, trying to whisper in my ear about it. And I'm just like, you know, I'm trying to like not listen to her. I'm trying not to laugh. And I'm trying to like ignore her. But this girl is so adamant on making the new assistant B feel bad about herself and making her feel embarrassed. It was just like, y'all, it was cringy. The whole day was cringy. And it happened like a few times, like when S would walk out the room to like clean her frontal at the sinks or something. Once she walk out the room, she'll start busting out laughing. And it was just like she was trying to make this girl feel so bad about herself. And I was just like, this girl. And I must say, that was the first and last time we ever seen B. She left and never came back because I know that she was embarrassed. I know she felt ashamed. And I know that who wants to be in an environment where people are literally laughing in your face, trying to make you feel bad and stuff like that, because they don't want you to work there anyway. So, yep, that was assistant number 2 that I can't really say S ran out the door, even though she did, because we could have got over that moment, but I don't know. It is what it is. So as I say this story, it really reminds me of how much I do not miss the shop industry at all. Like, if y'all don't already know, I had the type of shop that was in a building with other suites. So not only was it messy in my shop, but imagine a whole building full of like, what, 8 to 10 different shops and clients circling around the whole building, people stealing each other's clients, people stealing each other's products, like, girl, messy. And one of my quote unquote issues was I cared about the customer. Like, I cared about the experience. I cared about my reputation. I cared about things. Like, I had integrity. I was a stylist with integrity, and you don't really find that a lot. Like, there are stylists with integrity, don't get me wrong, but you really have to find them. And I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of sad and it's kind of scary, but it's all good, you know. Thanks to YouTube, I can still scratch my little itch when it comes to hair. I can do it my way. I can do it on my own time, at my own pace. And I am 100% thankful for YouTube, because honestly, without it, y'all, I don't know. Like, I really don't know. So this is the final result, and it came out so cute and flowy and bouncy, and girl, yes. Okay, once again, thank you so much, Divas Wigs, for sponsoring this video. If you guys want to try this exact unit, I'm going to put all the information in the description below. If you're not subscribed to my channel already, make sure you go ahead and do that. turn on your notifications, and I'll see y'all later.